The Resilience Across Borders podcast is intended for education, support, and inspiration. I am not a psychologist or a medical doctor and do not offer any professional, medical, or health advice. If you are dealing with or suffering from any psychological or medical conditions, please seek help from a qualified health professional. Hello and welcome back to Resilience Across Borders podcast. I'm your host, Rachid Zahidi, and also author of the EmoGym Journal, that is short for Emotional Gym, and the guide and workbook to get clear and stay focused on your priorities and institute better habits. So in today's episode, we will talk about helping someone through tough times. And as always, give some practical reminders and strategies that make a difference. Life inevitably brings challenges. And when someone we care about is going through a difficult season, whether it's grief, financial struggles, health issues, or emotional pain, it can be hard to know what to say or do. The truth is, support doesn't always mean having the perfect words. It's about showing up, listening, and then helping in ways that genuinely matter. So with that in mind, I'm going to list some strategies along with practical examples to help when supporting someone through tough times. So number one is listen without trying to fix everything. One of the greatest gifts you can offer is your presence. People often need to feel heard more than they need solutions. So for instance, instead of jumping in with advice, you might say, "That sounds really difficult. I can see why you're feeling this way." This acknowledges their experience without minimizing it. Or if a friend is venting about work stress, resist the urge to tell them how to fix their boss. Just let them talk while you listen attentively. Sometimes the simple act of verbalizing eases the weight because they're able to just voice it, verbalize it, and talk through it with a trusted friend and with a good listening ear. That eases the weight already. Now, number two, if it's a situation that we're offering practical help is relevant, so offer practical help instead of vague promises. So if saying, for instance, "Let me know if you need anything," which we all I've been guilty of that. And I know that's the go-to for a lot of us is, "Okay, let me know if you need anything." This puts the burden back on the person who's already overwhelmed. So instead, we can be specific in how we can support them. For example, if they are grieving, we can offer to drop off dinner one night or run errands, or saying, "I'll bring you a meal tomorrow. Would lunch or dinner work better?" This makes it easy for that person to accept. Or another example, for someone dealing with burnout, you might step in with a small act of service, picking up, obviously, if you're that close, picking up their kids from school or helping with house chores or sending them a grocery delivery. Number three, at the same time, respect their peace, their space, and their pace also. So not everyone processes hardship the same way. Some want to talk immediately, while others need quiet and time. Pushing them to open up, or even worse, move on, can do more harm than good. Allow time for people to process these things at their pace and at their speed. For instance, if a friend withdraws after a breakup, instead of pressuring them to socialize or get back into the game, send gentle messages like, "I am here whenever you feel ready to talk," or hang out or talk about it. Example number two, if someone dealing with illness doesn't respond right away, don't take it personally. Respect their space. If you've made it obvious and clear that you are there, you can send small check-ins like "thinking of you today." No need to reply. If it's not the right time, not in the mood, or can't, or whatever, no explanations needed. Just thinking of you, right? Number four, encourage small steps toward healing when relevant. Of course, when someone is overwhelmed, big solutions can feel impossible. This happens to all of us. We can get overwhelmed by big solutions. So encouraging small, manageable actions can help regain a sense of control and can help us all regain a sense of control. But obviously, in this particular situation, we're talking about helping someone else. So encouraging small, manageable actions can help them regain a sense of control. So for instance, if a friend is struggling with anxiety, you might suggest, want to take a short walk together? Fresh air might help. This is less intimidating than suggesting a full fitness routine or some big program that's multifaceted and has all these different moving parts, right? Or for instance, someone in grief, invite them to join a simple activity like sharing coffee or sitting in the park. Small steps can slowly rebuild connection and normalcy. And the number 5, remind them they are not alone. Often the hardest part of tough times is feeling isolated. Reminding someone of your steady presence can bring comfort and hope. So for instance, write a handwritten note or send a thoughtful text saying, I don't have the right words, but I'm standing with you through this. And I've before also recorded voice memos too, because I found those sometimes too, because they embody the tone. You can do a lot more with a voice memo than just a text, but anything is better than nothing. And also it's not intrusive, like especially if a person is one of those people that likes to be alone at certain times and you don't want to pressure them with a phone call or them feeling bad because they can't answer you or whatever. A voice memo is also another way to go about it. Also, you can create a small ritual of checking in, a weekly call or a shared journaling practice, or even sending them an uplifting quote. You run across a quote that is inspiring or that is relevant, forward it. Consistency reinforces that you are by their side. So helping someone through tough times isn't about having all the answers. It's about showing up with compassion, showing up with patience, and when relevant, showing up with practical support. Listening deeply, offering concrete help, respecting their space at the same time, encouraging small steps, and reminding them they are not alone can make a profound difference. When in doubt, remember, kindness and presence matter more than perfection. Sometimes simply sitting beside someone in silence can say more than any words ever could. So as always, thank you for tuning into the Resilience Across Borders podcast. Make sure to share the podcast, give feedback, review it, and you can follow the blog posts and new episodes. The URL is @resilience.com. And remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others and stay resilient.